All right, welcome everyone to Masculine Geek number 213, the live stream AD&D game session 38. And without further ado, I'm going to kick this over to the I'm going to raise the glass of Mountain Dew. Not really. I'm going to kick this over to the rational DM, Mr. Raul Tomasi. Take it away.
Sorry, my bad. There you go. Okay. Well, we have a new player with us. We have Jesse, who's playing a new character.
Let me get rid of
which we'll bring in. Yes. See, you too can play with us. You too can participate. I'm wondering, like, how many people we could top this out at. We are missing Amos today, and we are also missing Drew today. So I'll be covering for those guys.
All right.
And let's see. I've got Jesse. Jesse's on tap right now. I'm actually pushing the link here real quick. Let me get one more thing to do here.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I am going to. I have actually two channels, so let me switch channels right quick, and I'll even put it on my clips for us here. Get everybody to see how many people we can drag into this nerd fest here. Right. A bunch of nerds.
And thank God for that.
Okay.
Of course, some of our friends are running their own streams right now.
Those assholes. They should know better. They should know better.
Yeah. Dude, that's the bane of my existence, by the way, is like crossing over into other people's time slots, and I'm like, it's D&D. I don't care. Let's go. We got a few people. We get a few people in the chat. It's fun. It's funny. Like we almost have like a few like diehards that will come and watch this.
We do. We have at least anywhere between 5 and 10 diehards.
Yeah. The damn nice. Bacon seems to always like to watch this. So, and Bacon. Occasionally even Modern Life John watches. So
he will. Yeah, he'll drop in.
I gotta get him in. You know what? Actually,
do a celebrity.
Before we get started, Ryan Stone actually expressed some interest in playing too. So,
oh, okay.
Maybe when we get into part 3,
have him reach out to me.
Yeah, I will.
How about like a one-time game, like one game thing, like we did with what's his name?
We can do that if you'd like. Yeah,
do like a celebrity game and get Modern Life John.
I could do that. Well, it's funny is I've been meaning. Once we're done with this adventure. Let me put this up.
We're moving on to the 3rd and 4th, right?
Yeah, we will. Yeah. But if you wanted to do like a one-off kind of thing, just so people can sort of like, if we wanted to like introduce, like if Ryan wanted to play or something like that, it's like low commitment game. I could run like Ghost Tower of Inverness or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, please
easy.
do.
Something easy to go. Well, easy, relatively speaking. But I could definitely. Run something like that. Okay, there we go. All right, I kicked out everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that would be that'd be fun. I think.
Yeah, I really had a good time when we were when we did
Jeff Rose.
Jeff Rose.
That was fun. That was just
we need a rematch, man. We need something else to go.
We should totally get him to run another one as well.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so here we go. Last we left off. Let me share my screen here for you guys. Not that. I need this one. Can I share that?
Should be able to. You are a host.
System preferences. Hold on a second. I have to. Sorry, I am actually on a new system here, real quickly. Let's see. Okay, hold on one sec. I have to because StreamYard recently updated, and I'm on a new system right now, so I have to actually go to system settings and. I did not know this was going to happen today. Let's see. Shit. All right, I'm going to have to restart Chrome. So I will be right back.
All right.
We'll be right back after these important.
Right. I will be right back. Yes.
All right, now we can talk about him behind his back.
I think he's still watching you.
I know, I'm being funny.
I know. Talk. Oh God.
I'm wondering if he's having the same problems I did because I had to use
Most
the
likely, yeah.
browser
Chrome
to-
is Chrome and StreamYard are supposed to be really highly compatible, but in order for them to be highly compatible, they have to be updated.
Mm-hmm.
So, insert commercial for Wilkins Coffee. So, welcome to the game, Jesse. We're
It's a
pleased to
legendary brew.
That's
Appreciate
right.
it.
We're pleased to have you as a player.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I think so.
There's probably a few things I may need updating on, but I'll probably ask when that happens, like specific roles and whatnot, because this is 2E, so it's a little different. But I think I got it after reading it.
Yeah, everything with 5e, when you're doing like DC, like they're called DC checks and things. Whenever you're doing an ability check, it's usually that number or higher to make it.
Mhm.
With AD&D in second edition, you have to get there's a target number. You like if let's say you're doing a dex check, it's that dexterity check. Say your dexterity is 17, you have to get a 17 or lower.
Gotcha. So it's like the opposite, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And is that the same with I had a question with the Thaco. While we've got time, how does the Thaco work? Exactly?
We don't use Thaco either. That's second edition. There are to hit tables in the DM's guide, and that is on page, I think I want to say in the 90s.
Got it.
I think.
Well, it should be pretty straightforward for me at base. There's not much adjustments.
There's tables in the back. Hang on. The indices and whatnot. Unless they are in hit tables in the DM's guide. No, I'm thinking of the saving throws are easy to get to in the DM's guide. The hit tables are in the back of the player's handbook.
Yeah, and based on weapon type, there's an adjustment to hit armor classes. So either pluses, negatives, or nothing.
God damn it, William. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Where the fuck are these things? Maybe the tables are in the DM's guide. That's the only thing I don't like about Gygax's organization is he didn't really have an intuitive layout.
There's the weapons have hit adjustments on them.
Well, it's no. There's based on your level, you're going to have a base to hit armor class, whatever. That's your. That's
so you're looking for the base ones, not the adjustments. Okay.
Not the adjustments. I wanted to get the base ones for him so he'd have an idea. And the attack matrices.
Yeah, to keep it simple, Thaco 20.
Yeah.
For me.
All right. So where the fuck? Maybe there's a nerd in the chat that knows offhand because for some reason I'm losing. Come on, guys, don't let me down.
And you take speed into consideration, right? That's something that's new to me.
Rollo probably will, yes, in case there's a tie in initiative.
Okay.
That's the experience points. All right, so here we go. I think I have it. That's the saving throw matrices. That's what I was thinking about with the DM's guide initially. All right, here we go. All right, so the combat tables are in the DM's guide, which you don't have. However, so you are a cleric magic user, right?
Magic user, yeah.
All right, I'm not sure what matrix you would use then, because there are two different ones. There's one for a cleric. Let's see if they're the same. So what level are you? 6?
3 and 3.
You're what?
3 and 3.
3 and 3. Okay.
3 cleric, 3 magic user.
3 and 3. All right. So 1 through 5. To hit armor class 0 for both of those is basically 20. So then it would go. It would go down from there based on the armor class going up.
Mm-hmm.
Except for magic user is 20 for 0 and 1. 20 for 5 and 3. 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 20 for 5 but 1 for a cleric is 19. So I would say
It should be based off
of your
I
cleric,
believe
right?
the better one, the cleric, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, to hit armor class 0 would be 20, and 1 would be 19. It's going to go down sequentially from there as the armor class goes up. So, and that's on page 74. In case you want to look at that online, I'm sure you can find a PDF.
Yep, I've got it up already.
That's what she said.
Everything working okay, Raul? What the?
I guess not.
Apparently not. No.
Guys, the answer to the life in the universe is
Yep.
So anyone got plans for the weekend or?
Always have plans for the weekend. Yes.
Tabletop game.
What book was that, by the way? Because I'm
that was
that. I'm getting equipment on that.
That was the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide. It's the second incarnation of the cover, but it's from '79.
And this is the first one.
And the first and second one basically have the same pages. So.
Yeah, they're the same book. It's just different covers.
Do this now. Much better. There we go. Okay, finally. Just let me give it permission so you guys can see. There you go. All right, much better. See, you have permission to look at my screen. All right, here we go. Much better. All right, back in action. Okay, cool. So last we left off, I've got what's up here? Got let's see, Lupo was outside the door. You guys had just actually killed that poor dude that was in the bed right there, who was the engineer.
The one who was warning us about werewolves or something.
Yeah, well, he certainly had. He seemed like he was very concerned about something. Werewolves. Or you guys have already ran into weird boars in this this module so far. So it's not beyond the pale. Let me scoot a little bit. So this is where you guys were at. Grot, you have Benny's with you. Duncan's here. Blodgett was here. Blodgett, what did you? I think you picked up something outside. Oh, remember he did have a. What did he have with him? He had a spear of some sort. Let me see.
A spear and a crossbow, didn't he?
He had a crossbow, yeah, which he fired into the door. And let's see. A bit more here. There we go. Yes. Okay. So, beside the bed on the stool, there is the silver dagger, which of course Blodgett pocketed already. Mm-hmm. Let's see, 20 silver-headed crossbow bolts are also on the bed right there. So there's 20 of those and a fairly decent, finely made crossbow. It's nothing magical about it, but there is a crossbow right there with 20 silver-headed crossbow bolts.
I thought Duncan grabbed that.
I was going to say, Duncan, you're probably the only one who could use that.
Yeah, I think I did grab it.
Yeah, so you've got that. So write that down too. So you've got 20 silver-headed crossbow bolts with that very nicely made crossbow. Nice. Let's see. Okay, so this is the part that I didn't get to. Blodgett, you found a coffer underneath the bed there. That's what you were looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. Within that, you see that it has 220 gold pieces or thereabouts.
Okay.
And there is a potion of some sort that is in the box as well. And let's see. Oh, the box also contains belladonna, like herbs. Mm-hmm. Herbs, which of course
I didn't think it was a Stevie Nicks solo album. But I appreciate you clarifying.
Thank you for that reference.
Rather archaic, but I like it.
Okay, so let's see. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. Roll me a d20 real quick, Blodgett. And he's not in the room. Okay, so Blodgett, you're the only one who can really do this.
All right, I rolled a 16.
Okay. You notice that the vial that the potion is in looks very familiar. It looks like maybe it was one of the bottles from the room you just was across the hallway from you.
Okay.
So perhaps it was made by whoever was making those potions. I'll let you connect the dots. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So there are sprigs and everything of belladonna that are intermixed with the gold pieces and that potion. And let's see. That's it. That's in there. It's a fairly semi-large box. It's large enough to hold 220 gold pieces. Put that way. Okay. So however you guys want to, if you want to pocket any of that, I don't know if Lupo's getting sort of almost getting to the point of being weighed down with this stuff. So thus far, I've been keeping a little bit of a tally. I do it when we're done with an adventure. I'll go and keep the tally of everything that you guys have. So sometimes I'll go back over just to give you guys reminders, but really that's up to you guys.
Okay.
Indeed.
And Lupo, you are outside now. I also have to remind you guys that Lupo actually did take a little side trip down here to discover a door that was down below there. Gray is currently looking at the bookcase that's over here. Aldemar, I don't know what you are doing. So let's actually start with Aldemar.
All right, sounds good.
Good.
So we're in the room. I'm gonna go out and join Lupo.
Okay. All right, Lupo's out there. Lupo has the bullseye lantern. Occasionally, he still has to put a little bit of oil into it, but it's still burning pretty well. And you see Lupo outside. He looks like he's just kind of coming back. I don't know, not exhausted, but just sort of maybe a little out of breath. But I'll let Lupo explain to you what he saw down yonder. And actually, go ahead, Lupo. You're next. What do you want to do?
I'm going to inform Aldemar about what I saw, how I saw a room down the hallway. I believe I remember seeing a small light through the room, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to inform him that I saw a room with a light that could potentially mean something.
Okay. So there is a door. He informs you of this door that's down here. And let's see. Blodgett, you you're pocketing all that good stuff. Duncan, you are collecting the crossbow. What do you want to do?
Didn't we find out what was in the next room or
You did actually. Well, you don't know this, but
Rothos was fucking invisible.
Rothos is ethereal right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
he hasn't been able to tell us about this.
He was able to, in fact, he will here in just a moment, but you guys will know this in briefly anyways, but there are 2 bugbears in the next room.
Right.
Some sort of barracks that is the next room up to you guys. Now, actually, to get back to Rothos, Rothos is coming back into reality here, and with him will be another individual dragged in from the ether planes. So I've got DS in here with Rothos. Now, Rothos and DS, like Rothos is a full-blooded high elf. So DS, you are a half elf, and I can. Why don't I just let you run right here? And so essentially what Rothos has done on the last, this actually worked out like perfectly because Rothos went ethereal in the last time we were playing. And so now the oil of etherealness is sort of like falling off. And now DS moving ethereally with Rothos provided a beacon in which DS could follow. And so, DS, you are here now. I hope I'm saying your name right. You can introduce yourself to everybody else. However, Lupo, you notice that Rothos and a new individual have sort of materialized again. And of course, these are these are elves, or the individual looks as if he's somewhat elvish. And so DS, I'm going to just fill you in on a couple of things here really quickly. The reason why Rothos is here, and actually the reason why you are here as well, is you are searching for an individual named Marquesa. Marquesa is an elf, and she has sort of gone rogue. Let's just say a lawful evil sorceress slash gosh, I don't even know how to even describe her. Alchemist. Pretty much has thrown her lot in with the slavers here, and is either a slaver herself or is working for the slaving organization that you guys have been, the rest of the party has been sent to get. But the elves have a different kind of mission here, which is to sort of locate Marquesa and either kill or dead or alive kind of thing. Like she's got a bounty for you guys. So Rothos manages to drag you in from the ether as he's coming back, and so it worked out pretty well. So DS, you traveled from wherever you came from prior, and now you have been dragged in by Rothos, and you have a little bit of prior familiarity, let's just say, with Rothos, because you guys both come from the same genetic stock, let's just say. I realize you're a half elf, but you're of the same high elf stock. So you have been also assigned with trying to find this Marquesa individual, female sorceress elf. All right, so DS, you are now in this hallway here, and Rothos is telling you to sort of like keep it down. And he's pointing towards this door right here because he knows what's behind that door. And explains to you that there are two bugbears behind that door because he was able to see them while he was ethereal in the last one. So, DS, I'm going to give it to you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna head down and greet the two in front of the door down there. And Rothos just told me these things, correct?
Yeah, you're already familiar with all this. I'll fill you in later when we're off camera, when we're out of adventure here, so you can get a little better background. When I first talked to you, Jess, I was going to give you one of the pre-gens, but since you've like put your character together here, it actually works out pretty well. I was sort of going over what you gave me, and I'm like, okay, I can make this work. So. But I will when we're offline. I'll explain to you like the background for Rothos and you being involved in all of this. So, anyways, Lupo, Aldemar, you see Rothos and Diaz coming down the hallway here, and Aldemar, you don't even know who this individual is. So,
start stabbing.
He is with Rothos, and he doesn't look all that threatening. Put it that way. DS, describe what you look like so these guys can sort of get an outline of what you're about.
Yeah. Half elf, slender. I got like a kind of like a teal robe on. Kind of stern, intellectual is the way you would describe me. And I'm approaching them, and I'm asking Brothos, this are his friends, and I believe they say,
yeah.
And I say, quiet friends.
Okay, Lupo is about he looks like he's about a 15-year-old human male. He doesn't look too formidable. He is, for lack of a better term, a link boy. He has a chainmail shirt on and has a bullseye lantern that is at the top of about a 5 or 6 foot rod that he uses for illuminating areas, and is carrying a bunch of gear on him. So he's like the henchman slash, in a pinch fighter. Aldemar is a ranger and looks pretty much like his icon is right there. And so you guys can introduce yourselves. Grot, what are you doing?
All right. So Grot and Benny are going to take one last scan of the room, one cursory scan of the room, make sure everything is as it is and not kind of weird. And he's going to go out the door to join his friends in the hallway to see what's up because he wants to fight something.
Okay. As you're looking around, one last cursory look around the room. You look at the desk over here, and the only thing that seems a little kind of, I don't know, unusual to you is the fact that there are plans and for lack of a better term, schematics, drawings, like instructional drawing. I'm like, how do I describe this to a half-orc? Instructional drawing. It looks like cartoons.
All right, so Grat says that might be important, so he's going to stuff them in his backpack.
Okay.
And show most intelligent person in the party later.
Okay.
Grat take fancy lines in cartoons.
Okay. So just snatch those off of the table. All right. So you hear a little bit of talking going on outside of the room here. And right. I will also remind you guys that you are still in stealth mode right now. And you would probably behoove you not to make too much noise here. Duncan, what are you doing?
Well, it sounds like everybody else is walking outside the room. I think we need to, explore one of the other rooms. Now, Rothas hadn't had a chance to tell us about the bugbears yet, right?
No.
He will. He'll explain to you in just a moment. Yeah. So you might as well. You already know. I already revealed those to you. Okay. So
yeah. So we need to decide.
Actually, I shouldn't even say that. No, you do know, because Rothas, while he was ethereal, was able to sort of mind meld with Aldemar for some weird reason.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And that's how you guys knew about that. Now that I remember.
Yeah. All right. So we have to decide whether we're going to investigate the room that Lupo found or whether we're going to go fight the bugbears.
Yeah, and then there's also several other rooms that are up along this hallway up in here as well.
Right.
Grat say fight.
And those you know about. So, all right. So Grat, you are out here. Gray is done sort of perusing the bookcase here. Blodgett, what are you doing?
Once I pocket as much of the gold as I can, I would have told Duncan, hey, gold, and toss some to him, and then I'll join the rest of the party.
Okay, how much do you take?
As much of it as I can, so at least 110, 120.
Okay. 110, 120. Sorry, I'm going to write this down because it's going to. It is,
and obviously the potions and the potion and.
Okay.
The belladonna, I'll take away too, if nothing else, to give to Rothas.
Okay. Roll me a D. Oh, actually, roll me a D4 before we get started here. I have yet to do that.
Okay. And I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you got 3 luck points.
Okay.
And okay, so you're taking about 120 gold pieces. Duncan, he's offering you some of the loot.
Sure.
How much do you take?
How much can I carry?
How much is going to weigh you down? That's the thing.
Okay. How much can I carry reasonably?
What's that?
How much can I reasonably carry without impeding myself?
You could probably grab about 50 gold pieces without being too heavy.
It's going to be like a troll horde from an unexpected journey.
Yeah.
We're going to have to bury it.
I'm going to give you 50 out of that whole thing, just so because you guys do have to be able to move. It's one thing to hand off all this shit to Lupo. It's another thing to put it in your pockets. There are no bag of holding. There's no bag of holding just yet. So, okay. Yeah, I should also, Jesse. I should also point out that this world is sort of like a post-apocalyptic version of Greyhawk. So there are different dialects for common languages. So just so that's number one to understand. And then the other thing is that magic is hella rare. So finding magic items and such is it's very distrusted right now as a result of whatever sort of catastrophe happened before you were born. And so the individuals who can use magic, such as yourself and elves for just in general, are very rare. So you guys are superheroes almost. So it's something to just sort of keep in mind. Right now, you won't have to worry about it, but when you get out of this adventure and we're sort of doing any kind of wilderness or township kind of thing, it's something to keep in mind. So I do kind of I don't do like a high magic game. I do sort of like low to medium, I guess. Maybe that would be better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So finding magic items is like, oh my God, this is rare. Some more rare than others. Okay. So Blodgett, what are you doing? Once again, you pocket that money. Duncan has some money too. Sorry, I'm keeping track of the poundage. And what do you want to do, Blodgett?
I'll head out into the hallway as well.
Okay. All right. So you have the potion in hand.
Yes, I have the potion and I have the belladonna, which I'm going to show to Gray and Rothos, since I'm figuring they're the two that might have some use for it, either as components to spells or.
Okay. I will roll for Rothos. Actually, DS, roll me a D20 as well. Rothos and Gray. Okay. 10. Okay. You have just a basic general knowledge of what belladonna does, and it is some sort of ward against anything like a weird creatures, like werewolves, weird boars, weird rats, whatever, anything a weird sharks. I don't know. So you do know that it has some sort of like either curative or preventive properties to it when it comes to like weird creatures. And then so he's holding out this potion to you as well. So roll me one more D20, DS. Rothos is clueless.
12.
So it's just like Amos is actually playing with us.
Yeah.
Par for the course.
Yes. Wow. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I'm not doing spell failure for him right now. Okay, so you do know that this potion, you can identify it fairly easily. DS, it is a potion of cure lycanthropy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's a curative property to it. And you also realize that the primary component for that potion is also belladonna. As you look at it. So Blodgett, you have identified the potion as a cure lycanthropy potion.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's in your hands. What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to keep it. Because who knows, one of my companions might need it later.
All right.
yeah.
All right. So you got that. You have that potion right now.
Yes, I do.
All right, then. Rothos informs you all, guys, there's bugbears up there. They look like the ones we saw back in the torture chamber. At least they have that same appearance. Like if you guys recall, when you guys were doing the battle in the torture chamber, the two bugbears seem to be dressed in some kind of like black leather armor. Like studded black leather. Like it was unusual in that they were both almost like wearing uniforms, because the goblins don't wear uniforms. So they look very close to the ones you guys saw in the torture chamber. One of them, Rothos explains to you, one of them seems to be sharpening a bastard sword. The other one he thinks might even be asleep. So
let's go wake him up.
What? Wake up the gimp.
I mean, he's dressed like it. Come on. Black studded leather.
Yeah.
That's how they roll down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I see this half orc really wanting to fight, and so I'm a little concerned. I'm going to cast armor on myself.
Okay.
All right. So I take out some cured leather and go ahead and do that.
Okay. That pushes you up to what armor class? Yes.
6.
Okay. You're in the process of doing that, casting that. Rothos is sitting up here. Aldemar, what are you doing? DS says, Rothos and DS know that there are bugbears in the room above. You don't know what's in here. And you do. This was the room with the the emerald box. And it seemed like this was like the alchemist. It might have been Narzi's room. Remember, everything was kind of little in there. Just giving you a refresher.
And there's nothing further down this hallway to the south.
There is down here one room here, and that's what Lupo was explaining to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down south.
Okay. I'll push you down
Grat,
there.
Grat, say where you go.
Okay, so Grot, what do you want to do?
Grat see Aldemar push past and go down to the southern portion, and he's well, no, he doesn't go down. He's looking at Aldemar, and as Aldemar passes him, he says, "Well, where you go?"
Oh, okay. So he's asking you where you're going, Aldemar.
I'm heading down to the door.
All right.
Remember last time you explored on your own?
Point taken. I'll stick around.
I'm
not going to.
Let's go fight. Let's fight bugbear. Grat need to stretch legs and arms.
Okay.
I'm nicknamed a half breed.
Zug.
But
Okay, so Gray understands that there's more up this way, and he's kind of cautiously creeping up this way.
Grat also say maybe small halfling friend check other doors for other people or noise and light.
Okay. Blodgett, he's pointing at you.
Yeah, I will definitely oblige since we know what's in the one door. I'll take a listen to the one across the way.
And then
Over
if
here?
nothing there, then I say we give bull rush room with swords.
Okay. Okay, Gray's right here. You guys are right there. Blodgett, roll me a d20, please. And I will give you your percentages.
Or Grat fight anyway.
Just don't fuck up.
I rolled a
Rest
10.
lazy.
A10. It's all right. You don't hear anything from the opposite side of the door.
Okay.
From where you're at. Although when you were passing over there, you heard what sounded like a scraping of metal from this side over here.
Okay.
That was fairly obvious.
All right. Since Gray is nearest to me, I will tap him and say, yeah, someone's definitely sharpening something in the room across the hall.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's go see if we can turn them into sex slaves.
There.
Duncan, what are you doing?
I'm going to ask Grot if we want to go fight the bugbears.
That Grat idea, Grat want to make sure a back is covered from other door. Grat not that stupid.
Okay. Duncan
So
is that stupid, but I'm ready to fight.
You and I. Well, yes, but Grat loves fight. So you and I, friend Duncan, will go to door with bugbears.
I like
Okay.
that idea.
That plan.
Okay. Lupo is going to cautiously move this away. All right. DS, what are you doing, my friend?
I'm gonna stick in between the group, like right in the middle, pretty much where I'm still at.
Right where you're at. Okay. Your armor is now on you. You're magically armored.
Also, I'm loading my shiny new crossbow.
Yeah, boy. There you
When
go.
Grat kicks that
I've
door
got
open, I'm
my
gonna shoot the
sling
first one.
ready.
Okay. Duncan, make sure that you stay on top of how many rounds you fire. Okay.
Well, the-
The crossbow is it's not a heavy crossbow. It's definitely a medium crossbow. So you're going to be able to fire every other round, assuming you can reload. So
Okay.
that's the one drawback of the crossbow is it's a pretty powerful weapon, but the reload time is slow.
Yeah, I don't expect to get more than one shot off before I have to
And
drop
you
it.
already know this, and actually, come to think of it, Duncan, roll me a d20, just you.
I just rolled a 20.
Perfect.
Oh, shit.
You're off. You already have prior proficiency with crossbows while you were in the guard.
Nice.
While you were a man at arms, you already knew how to use a crossbow. It was one thing they taught you in basic training, so you do know how to use you're fairly proficient. So you're not gonna have any minuses to your rolls.
Nice.
So, and you know how to arm it up, so that's what you're doing. Grot, what are you doing? You're moving up.
Grat, make sure Benny is safely in the pack. He's going to move towards the door, and then he is going to, with his 20 strength, he's going to First of all, Grat will check hinges. Which way does door swing?
Door swings inward, actually.
That is Grat learned new word. That is fortuitous.
Fortuitous.
Yes, cannot spell, but
Did Gray
fortuitous.
teach you that? Okay.
He did. So I'm
Duncan's
gonna
right here.
blast that door in. Yeah.
First off, Blodgett, what are you doing? You see Grot coming up here. He looks pretty hostile.
I give him plenty of room and stay back away from whatever chaos is about to unleash itself on us.
Okay. Gray is going to sit tight. He pulls out the what's he got? A hammer? He'll have his hammer handy.
Hammer.
Let's see. Aldemar, what are you doing, my friend? You following along with Grot?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Grot.
Okay. What are you preparing for? Tell me what you're doing. Be detailed.
I got my longsword out.
Okay. Pull the longsword out. You're good to go. Duncan, you have the crossbow handy and ready to rock.
Yeah, I want to ask Grot, which way is he going when he enters so that I can point and shoot in the other direction?
All right. Grat will go, depending on how successful Grat is at blasting open door. You take bugbear that is closest to you, which would be on right.
Okay.
I will go to far left, from judging from what I remember from what Aldemar and Silly Magic User say.
And these are silver tip crossbows, right?
What's that?
These are silver tip crossbow bows.
Yeah, bolts.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Very
Be
expensive.
mindful of that because you don't want to waste them on bugbears if we're going to need them for
Basically, they're it's like $1 a round that they're one gold
$1 a round.
Yeah.
We're in Vegas.
I can
Vegas,
fish them
baby.
back out when they're done, right? Like I can shoot them and then retrieve them. Or get the
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, assuming nothing
Especially
breaks.
to the ones you
Yeah.
miss. Yeah.
Depending on the damage table he's using for
Yeah. Also,
that kind of stuff.
you know.
Arrow retrieval.
Yes, I know.
Chance of breaking.
Okay, so what should we do here? Gray. No, we'll just have Gray be prepped. Rothos is going to stay on this side because he knows the shit's about to hit the fan. DS, I'm going to push you up to here. You are armored up. Is there anything else you want to do to prepare, or are you just ready for anything?
Yeah, I'm just ready. Like I said, just have my sling out just in case. I'm going to be hanging back.
All right, Grot, you're up. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to. I have my double-handed sword, my long sword or great sword, in my right hand, my main hand, and then with my right foot, I'm going to blast open this offending door.
All right, so you kick in the door.
Yes.
Okay, so you bust in. All right. I need you, Grot, roll me a D6.
D6.
Yes. Ooh.
3.
All right. So they are not surprised, but you do have initiative, so we'll push you in first. So you kind of barrel into the door. This bugbear is a little bit more prepared than this one.
All right. The one that's not prepared, that's further away. If I can get to him, I will.
Okay.
We're moving his direction.
Okay. You're moving in his direction. The problem is you got a table and chairs in between you. So getting around that, with a full on, bum rush attack. Roll me a D20.
All right, I'm wearing armor too.
If I can get you there. Yeah, you are.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you're gonna halt right here at the chair, or else you're gonna stumble. If you rolled a 1, I'd have made you stumble.
I don't blame you.
All right,
fair enough.
So I'll read this to you. This room contains 4 beds plus a table and several stools. There are 2 bugbears in this room. One is lounging on the bed over here. This guy.
Fucker.
Okay, and the other is sitting on the foot of the bed, sharpening a bastard sword, which now, of course, he raises and sees you going in. All right, so Grot, you get to about right there. Since you guys got the drop on these, I'll give you guys actions before I make you roll initiative. So, Duncan, the door is open, and it opened in this way. So you would have line of sight to this guy if you wanted to fire on him with the crossbow.
Hence our tacticals.
Through the door. So, okay, go ahead and roll me. It's a one-shot gig, so roll me a D20.
It's another 20. I know you're not going to
Oh
believe
my
it.
god! Ah, that's all right. I believe you first.
Oh shit!
I believe you first before anybody else. All right, it's a crossbow. All right.
I'm going to retire this dice right now.
All right.
Don't use it anymore.
You know what?
Done.
I did say we were going to use the crit charts too, didn't I? So
What do you do? You chop off his head.
You know, I didn't look. What am I rolling for damage? Or are you doing that?
I'm rolling damage. I will actually. I will let you roll for the crit.
That's awesome.
I will let you roll for the crit. So let's
Add any good pluses?
Let's see.
Oh,
All right. Roll me a roll. Okay, so I rolled initial damage. So you hit him square in the chest. That's for sure.
nice.
And then okay, roll me a d20.
All right, fresh dice. No shenanigans. That's a 4.
Oh,
That's okay. Oh, Jesus
That
Christ.
one isn't loaded.
Oh my goodness. All right, so you got that, and then so I give you the initial damage. And this is what happens. Hammering blow drives nose cartilage into brain.
oh shit!
Inflicts plus d12 damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so you hit him pretty hard.
Did you kill him?
Okay, no, but he's going to be at a disadvantage when I roll initiative. So I did not kill him, but you did impact him pretty well. All right, so
I'll take it.
see that's the fun part about using the crit chart, but of course it can also be used against you too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you did significant damage to him, but he's still. I mean, these guys are big. Remember, they're bugbears, so they're at least as tall, if not a little bit taller than Grot. So they're not ogre size, but they're about 7 feet tall. So they're still pretty burly.
Yeah, they're a couple inches taller than Grant.
All right, so this bugbear is going to be at a minus on his initiative. Okay, Aldemar, you guys were the ones that were prepped. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go in charging
Okay,
Cool.
where are you going to go? Be specific.
for the guy up.
Up top that got hit with the crossbow bolt.
I'm gonna go right for him, like
Okay.
sort of
Take him
above
out.
head, slash down.
Okay. Here's the good news. You're a ranger, and this is a giant class monster.
Yeah, I forgot about
So roll a d20, monkey boy.
Rolled an 8. Not an 8. Yeah, a 12. Sorry.
12. Okay.
Actually, sorry. That was not a D20. My bad. 1 second.
that. What the hell's going on over there?
Sorry. I thought that was a D20. I rolled a
Just
6.
rolled a d10. Oh, that was 12. Wait,
I rolled a d6.
how'd you get 12?
16.
16. All right. Good enough. That's it's not a crit, but you do manage to hit him on the way in. And let's see.
What's the damage?
I'm rolling damage for you guys.
What?
You did a pretty good, a sizable hit on him. Put it that way. He is still not dead, but let's
He's
say
not dead yet.
he is bloodied at this point and pissed off. Okay, so that's you guys. Now, what I need you all to do is roll me a d20, all of you, everybody. And then call it out. Blodgett first, go.
He's muted.
Logic got a 20.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Rolling hot.
Duncan, roll d20.
And that
15.
was left-handed roll.
What'd you
Nice.
get? 15?
Yes, sir.
15. DS, roll me a d20.
14.
14. Grot, what'd you get?
12.
Okay. Okay, and Lupo, I suppose. Lupo would be going dead last this time. And then Gray and Aldemar. Aldemar, roll me a d20.
So I rolled a D20. I got a 19.
Okay, and Rothos. Okay, now there. Okay, and this guy. Okay. All right. Well, Blodgett, you rolled 20. You go first. What do you want to do?
Well, they're all inside the room fighting, so I'm probably going to hang back and keep an eye out on things coming in the hallway.
Okay, so you're gonna stay put.
Yep.
Lupo's gonna sort of look and see what's going on. Because he got a 1 and he won't be doing anything. Let's see who's next. Oh, Aldemar, you're next actually. So you got the drop on this guy. You can get 1 extra attack in, or you tell me what you want to do.
I'll do an extra attack.
Okay, roll d20.
13.
13. And with your bonus, that is actually a hit. Otherwise, it would not have been. And let's roll. You know what? Actually, Aldemar, roll a d8. Do you have a d8 with you?
I do.
Okay, roll me that. I'll let you do the damage on that.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. All right. Still bloodied, not dead, but he is pissed off, and you're going to probably get the brunt of it on the next turn.
Lord.
Let's go with who's next. Duncan, you're next, actually.
All right. Well, I'm
You have
going
an empty
to.
crossbow in your hands right now.
What's that?
You have an empty crossbow in your hands.
Right. I'm going to set that down and take the my light hammer and charge.
Okay. Setting it down on the ground, or you just.
Yeah, on the ground is fine.
That's
I don't,
right, okay.
I don't need to be ceremonial about it.
So you're going to draw a hammer and charge. Okay. So
Yes.
you'll get into right about here before you get blocked up. So. Let's see who's next. DS, actually, you're next. What do you want to do, my friend?
Am I able to get a hit on the bugbear that's bloodied by Aldemar there with the sling? Or are they in the way?
Duncan's probably in the way at this point, so you don't have like a clear line of sight. I mean, you could do it, but you can pretty much do anything you want to.
I was saying, I used a ruler on the map, and there's a straight line even through the opening of the door. But Duncan and Aldemar are on either side of the ruler, so there's going to be a percentage chance of hitting those if he misses.
Yes. There's also a door that's in between you two.
Right. Well, that's
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm gonna move in between Gray and Bledget. Can I see the other one on the other side from that angle?
Okay, so you're gonna move. Okay, that'll be an action in there. You want to tell me where you want me to move you? Is that okay?
Yeah, right there's fine.
Okay, so right there's good.
Yep.
Okay. You can see basically you can see Grot, Duncan, and some chairs. A few. There's something across. There's a bugbear across from Grot, but you can just barely make it out as a large figure.
No hit,
right
Grot.
Yep.
Okay.
So remember, Grot's about how tall are you, Grot? Like 6 foot tall, like almost
6 and some change.
6 and change. So he's a pretty big boy. He's a corn-fed huckleberry.
That's right.
So you can move up there. You got 1 extra action if you want to do something.
6'2".
What do you think the percentage would be for me hitting them if I were to try to take a shot at one of them?
What's your agility?
Yeah, well, I mean, you score a 20. It all depends on the dice roll, actually. So, all depends on the dice roll. I mean, you fumble, you're gonna hit one of them for sure. So,
I'm just gonna chill right there then.
That'd be good.
You're chill right there.
It would not be the
Auspicious
first
begin.
time somebody suffered from friendly fire in either of these games.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
so you know.
Or somebody died from it.
We've killed people to friendly fire, so don't feel bad.
Actually
Yeah.
perished, yes, as a result of that.
I just killed a bit in the other game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gray is. I mean, there's nothing he can really do at this point right now. So I think I'll just actually move Gray just past you right there, just in case. Put Lupo up here. He's the last in line. Who's next? Gray would be next, and Rothos is there. And now, okay, well, geez, now the bugbears. All right, Aldemar, this guy is pissed off and bloodied for sure. So a big, gigantic, bloodied bugbear is swinging a bastard sword at you. You are the most lucky. Jesus. Okay, so and I got a 19. So let's do that.
Leave a Mark.
3 and 5, 2. So you have 7 points of damage from that bastard sword hit that just smacked you, Aldemar.
Lovely.
All right.
Just lovely.
Wow, right in the kisser.
Okay, so I will. So you took 7 from that guy, and he is kind of looming over you. He doesn't look like he's definitely bloodied and hurt. He's losing blood for sure. And then Grot, our other guy, he also has a bastard sword and is eagerly ready to engage with you. So, a bastard sword is a hand and a half sword, so he's going to use it two-handed on you.
Fantastic.
And
blocks it.
Okay, so he tries sort of like a double swing attack at you. The first one missed. The last one was kind of wild, and it clips you for 2 points of damage.
All right, that's nothing.
So you're taking 2 from that.
30.
Yeah, and he's don't forget he's fresh.
34.
This guy is fresh. So
All right. Does am I up next in initiative?
no, actually, Lupo is. Okay, Blodgett, Lupo is looking at you, and he's pointing towards this door over here. Like he sees something, or something's behind that door. He's heard something. Something is agitating him. But since you are first in initiative order, you can see that there is some, like the door that is right here is opening at this point. So
I have my dancing sword in my primary hand and a silver dagger in my offhand, waiting to spring on whatever opens the door.
Something from behind the door opens it up very briefly. It looks like it could possibly be a human of some sort. Sees you and slams the door closed.
Okay.
So whatever's behind this door knows you're there.
All right.
So he slams that door. What are you going to do?
Did he lock the door?
You can check.
That's what I will do.
Yes, the door
Lock
is
it for him.
You hear it go cha-chunk.
All right.
That's actually good news.
Sheathe my... Actually, I will put my magic sword in front of me, sheathe one of the silver daggers, and pull out my lock tools and start at the lock.
Start picking? Okay.
Yep.
Start picking. All right. Let's see who's next. Aldemar, you're up next, actually.
All right, I'm gonna hit him again.
All right, hit him again.
Ah.
Boy, you're at +5 on this guy, by the way.
Say what?
You're at +5.
All right. 17.
Oh, yeah. Good enough. Not a natural 20, but certainly a good hit. Now, roll me a D8, sir.
Okay. 7.
All right, that's enough to put him down.
Nice.
All right. Where's my bugbear? There he is. All right, so bugbear here he reels over and he kind of keels. Let's see, which way does he go? Does he fall on top of you is the question. Close. No, he keels over this way. So he kind of falls into the bed, and the bed collapses under his weight. It just crashes, crunches underneath his weight, and so he kind of falls dead into the bed in front of you. So that's the end of that bugbear right there. Okay, next. So Aldemar, you have defeated a bugbear at the cost of 7 hit points. Who's next? Actually, Duncan's next. What are you gonna do, Duncan?
Well, since there's only
one other. Yeah, you got one other thing. So
can I attack him this turn, or is
you can if you want to do a daring move and jump onto that table and try to attack.
I love that idea. Please.
All right.
Do a
Sign
backflip.
me up.
All right. So I'll have you come up here. Roll me a D20 first, though. I want to make sure we don't fuck up.
18.
18. Yes, you leap onto the table there, and you can actually get one attack in with the hammer if you would like. He's big enough to, like, I know these are relative, tokens right here. So he's big enough that you could clock him from where you. In fact, you would have to get on the table to clock him in the head.
Even better. Do I gotta roll again?
20.
It's a 9.
9. Okay, that's a
Plus
swing
one
and
hammer.
miss.
Really?
Yes.
Even with +1 on the hammer?
Yeah, you play. So you're at 10. So yeah, that's a swing. On this guy, that is definitely a swing and a miss. So,
Fine.
but it was a daring move. I'll give you that. To get points, you
It
get
looked awesome.
that. Diaz, you're next.
So I'm gonna run up to Eldamar and say, "Let me heal you," and I'm gonna use Cure
All right.
Light Wounds on him.
Okay, so you can do Cure Light Wounds on Aldemar.
Yes.
So you're doing that spell. We'll come back to you after that action. And
Grat's turn.
Grat's turn. You're up.
Grat finally get to attack with sword. So I'm going to do an overhand bellow as I come down with the great sword.
Okay.
And I rolled a 10 plus my extra whatever I have, so +7.
+7 for that. Okay, definitely enough to hit. So you end up slicing into him. And I'll let you roll damage. Go ahead, roll damage.
Hey, is he a large creature?
Yep.
All right, 3 to 18 points, so 3d6
Go for it.
plus 9 damage.
Oh. Roll.
6 and 6 is 12 plus 2,
Yeah.
14 plus 9, 20 something. Math is hard for him.
Yep.
23.
All right.
What would you say?
Definitely a significant blow. Probably will go down on the next one, but still bloodied and alive at this point.
Grat happy with that.
Yes, definitely. He reels from that shot. So, okay. So DS is doing that, and let's see. Gray is over here, wondering what the hell just happened at the door. Rothos is sort of just milling about. Okay.
I tell Gray, since he's over by me, prepare to charge whatever's in here.
Okay.
Because it's afraid of us, which means we can take it.
Okay. So you guys are right there.
Mm-hmm.
And roll me a D20, please. You blot it?
I rolled a 17.
Okay. All right. You have just jimmied the lock. You rustled the jimmies there.
All right.
All right. And with that, the other bugbear, this last bugbear, will take a whack at Gray or Grot and hit you. And let's see. Where'd that go? There we go. One hit, and you take 6 points of damage from that bastard sword strike.
All right, I'm down to 28.
That's 8 on you total. Okay.
Grat hurting.
All right. And okay, so Blodgett, you have Jimmy the lock right there. And let's put let's go. Okay, DS, you did cure light wounds?
Correct.
Okay, roll the was it 1d8 for cure light wounds?
And I actually rolled an 8.
An 8. Okay, so that pretty much cures. Well, let's see. Where did I get you, Aldemar? Aldemar, you're back up to full, so you're back to where you were because that cures the 7 that he inflicted. So
Where are the Cheetos?
there you go. See,
Where are the Cheetos?
see a successful healing.
Woo! All right.
That doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead, or all of our enemies are dead. I'm gonna exit the room.
Well, not all of them.
Mostly dead.
Yeah, mostly,
It's only
dead.
mostly dead.
It's mostly peaceful in here.
Okay,
It's a mostly
Blodgett,
peaceful conflict.
Blodgett, you managed to Jimmy the lock.
All right. I will slip away my tools, grab up my magic sword, and pull out a silver dagger and tell Gray, let's go. Leave it for him to open the door.
Oh, you're gonna let Gray open the door?
Well, yeah, I've got my hands full.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Okay. So Gray will open the door, and as he does so, let's see, I need the pistol. There we go. Oops, actually, it's a little rough here. Hang on.
I mean, Drew's expendable this game anyway, so.
Right.
Drew any
Sure,
of us, yes.
why not?
You miss a game.
So that's where the
You're
bones
cannon
roll.
fodder.
Yeah.
You're a red shirt.
Okay, as Gray opens the door, a huge gout of flame fires straight into his chest and catches you, Blodgett, and a little bit of Rothos, possibly.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So,
Damn.
yeah. So, Gray. Jeez. Okay, sorry, Gray. I'm telling Drew it was Blodgett's fault.
Oh, it kind of was.
Okay, so Gray
Still
takes
funny, though.
Gray takes about 14 points of damage from that.
Wow.
All right, Blodgett, roll me a d20.
Okay.
Roll high.
19.
19. Okay, you're only taking half of this. Okay, you're taking 7 points of damage from that.
Okay.
Blodgett, put you down there, and let's see. Rothos, he might get a little bit. Let's see. No, okay. Okay, so Blodgett, you've been actually one more thing. Blodgett, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
You are on fire, and so is Gray. So you've been flamed by something from behind the door as he opened the door.
It's mildly humorous.
Someone
Even though I had stepped out of the way so Gray could go first.
for you.
Yep. That's your instant karma.
Can I use a luck point to do something different?
Yeah, if you would like to. What do you such as? What would you like to
Stop,
modify?
drop, and roll.
Yeah. Let's say when I was giving Gray room, I gave him a lot more room.
Oh, a lot more room. Okay.
Yeah.
How many luck points do you want to burn?
Whatever it takes to not be a flaming halfling.
Would you like me to re-roll whether or not you're on fire?
Yes. How about
right.
we do that?
All right. So you burn 1 luck point.
Sounds good.
Now you are not on fire because I rolled a 2 this time. So now you are
Awesome.
not inflamed. You just got hella lucky and you burned a luck.
That's good.
Awesome.
So you can force me to do a re-roll on that too. So.
That
Okay.
works.
So that's don't you love DCC? Unfortunately, Gray is not. Gray has
so
no luck.
lucky.
There's no luck for Gray. All right, so Gray is presently flamed and
He's one of our
is kind of
healers.
blown back a little bit here. DS, you see this happen right behind you. There's some sort of flame strike happened right behind you. And Aldemar, you see this big, huge flare up of bright light. It looks like as if there's some sort of flame that was produced across the hallway.
The dragon.
Duncan, you don't know this is going on. Grot, you're too engaged with this.
Yeah, I don't care about the
guy.
flame. I don't
So,
care about the flamers.
Okay, so that was Blodgett. So Duncan, you're next. What do you want to do? You're still
I'm going to take a swing at the.
dancing on the table. All right, roll D20.
That's a 3.
A 3, that is a whiff. not a fumble, but that is a whiff. So,
Go back to that other die.
yeah.
Maybe I will.
Grat turn, I think.
All right, yeah, it's Grat turns anyway. Go ahead.
Grat's going to yell again and bellow and take another swing.
Okie doke.
13 plus 7.
Good enough.
Nope.
The +9 is going to kill him anyway, so he's.
I was gonna say that whatever we can roll the 3d6s, but the +9 is going to get it's unnecessary.
Which way he falls? So hang on.
Grat, no.
So 4 o'clock. Okay, so he's actually falls this way and does no damage to anybody.
Bangs his head on
If
the
it fell
bed.
towards Duncan, it might have been humorous, but okay, so
I would deserve that.
he's dead.
Kinda.
Yep. Okay, so you managed to kill off these 2 bugbears that were in there. They definitely looked as if they were uniformed as guards of some sorts. They looked like they were part of an organization.
Is there? Grat wants to know if there's any food in this room.
You can hunt around. Do you want to?
Grat's going to hunt around for food. He's feeling a bit peckish.
Okay. All right, so you're looking for food. Blodgett, you just narrowly escaped getting hit by a flame strike of some sorts. Gray is currently inflamed, and Lupo is trying to put him out. So Gray is incapacitated. Lupo can't do anything. Rothos probably doesn't want to do anything.
Oh, come on. This is a perfect time for Rothos to cast a fireball.
Yeah, right.
It's what he would do.
Fire.
Well, we got DS right here. So DS, you see Gray has now been sort of engulfed in flames. Blodgett got his hair singed.
As long as
Do
they
I
didn't burn my
see
lucky
into the
feather.
room
What's
from
that?
here?
Can you see inside the room?
Correct.
You can see that there is, let's see, from where you're at, you can see about as much as I've cleared right here.
Okay. Do I think that
You do know there's someone or something in there, clearly. So,
do I think the fire was magical means?
oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, you would know that, and Rothos, you and Rothos would know that. Gray probably wouldn't. Definitely some sort of magical, either spell or something, some device. Who knows?
Okay.
Nothing natural about it, put it that way. Even Lupo can figure that out.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Silence with a radius in there. I think it would hit whatever's in there because it's just a room. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start casting it.
So you're going to prep silence? Okay. Lupo, what are you doing? You've got Gray sort of on fire in front of you.
Yo, put your phone down.
Bring
my bad. Sorry.
Sorry, Gray's on fire in front of you right now, Lupo. What do you want to do?
I'm going to attempt to pat him out by trying to. Do I have like a cloak on me that I could try to take off and like flail on him to try to like pat him out?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try that. I'm
do
gonna
that.
try to
Give me
to pat him out.
roll me a d20.
15.
Okay. You also remember that you have water skins with you as well, so
Can I use the water skins as well?
you could.
All right, I'm gonna start splashing with water.
There you go. Attaboy. All right. Okay, now roll me a d20 with the water. You're the fire brigade today.
I got a 17.
17, good enough. Okay, so you managed to put most of the flames out. Gray's still been, pretty badly burned, so he's right there. He's kind of leaning over on you a little bit. DS, you are casting silence. However, where'd my boy go? Where'd my guy go? Okay, so those were the bugbears. Let's kill those off. And what's my guy? Oops, wait a minute. Not that one. There he is. Okay. All right. So DS, you can definitely tell that there you have it's okay, you can actually see him now because there is still some light emanating from the room, and you see a figure that's on the opposite side of this. This room here, it's basically what you can see thus far. Okay.
All right.
So you're going into your silence spell. It DS, roll me a d20.
Okay.
And okay, what'd you get?
15.
15. Okay. All right. So you're casting that. He has some sort of scroll in his hand also at this point. So,
Oh, shoot. Okay.
yeah, and appears to be as you're going into your spell of silence. Let's see. Okay. So, all right. So he is reading some sort of spell that is coming off of that he sees you now and sees you as a spellcaster. So you are about, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet away from him. You're a bit far. So what's the range on the silent spell? Should I pull it?
120 yards.
Okay, yards. Okay, so you're well within. Okay, so I presume you're going to cast it or where he's at right now.
Correct.
Okay, so you cast silence on whoever this person is here. He's looked like he's hooded, has some sort of markings on his face as well. So you can hear just what he's starting to when he's talking, and then suddenly everything goes silent in this room right here. So he's kind of like confused as to what just happened, and then he sees you and understands that you're a spellcaster. Okay. All right. Now I need Blodgett. I need you to roll me a d20. DS, I need you to roll me a d20, and Rothos as well. Okay.
I rolled a 17.
17 for you. Okay. Rothos or DS, what'd you get?
15 again.
15 again. And Rothos gets a whopping 4. Useless. Useless. And this guy. Oh yeah. Okay. He pockets the scroll and goes into some other spell that you are unfamiliar with what he's doing. This guy is definitely human, not elf. And you're not really sure what he's going into. But it seems to be all let's see, hand gestures at this point. He's not saying anything.
I give him a hand gesture and then duck back behind the door.
Okay.
So that he can't see me.
Universal fuck you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
thieves can't.
Yeah. So the figure from behind the door here points what looks like some kind of wand, like an iron wand of some sort at you, DS.
Oh, shit.
And from it leaps. Oh, wait, we got this.
I want to cast magic missile.
Casts magic missile at you, DS.
Oh, genius.
That's painful.
And okay, so you're going to take, let's see, 6 points of damage from magic missile that come from the wand. Okay.
Gotta get that wand.
So where'd you go, DS? Okay, so DS, you took 6. Okay, and then he moves this away. Sort of get out of the way, I guess. You don't know where he is. So you kind of, let's see, Gray can still see where he's at. Lupo can see where he's at. Okay. All right. Getting back to it, Rolthos is going to move himself up here. Aldemar, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm trying to leave the room.
What's that?
I'm trying to leave the room.
All right. Well, Diaz is kind of right here in the doorway here, and he was going
stung.
But where do you want to go?
I'm going to go up with Lupo.
Go up here. Okay. So you're going to slip past DS, get up to where Lupo is. Okay. Duncan, you're still on the table. It's like Coyote Ugly.
All right, well, since nobody's throwing any dollar bills at me, I'm going to try to retrieve my crossbow bolt from the first dead bugbear.
Oh boy!
And go out and pick up my crossbow and sit down in the hallway.
Okay, let's about that crossbow bolt. Yeah, you can pull it out.
Sweet.
All
My
right.
pull-out game has not missed.
Well, okay. So you're kind of like you got one foot on his chest, pulling the bolt out of him. Okay, Grot. Let's see what's in here for you. There's some moldy cheese in this room. It actually says moldy cheese. And the bugbear in front of you was drinking what looked like some kind of ale or some kind of liquid in a wooden flagon. Say that 3 times fast.
Wooden flagon?
Yeah. And he has a pouch of some sorts wrapped around his, he's got a belt with a pouch on it. That's the only other thing. But there's moldy cheese and a flagon of bad stale beer.
All right. Well, I'll scrape off the mold and take the cheese. And I also take the. I also Grat like cheese.
Yummy.
I'll also take the belt pouch off of his belt.
Okay. On that guy, he's got. It looks like there are some coins in it.
All right.
You see a mixture. You can't really tell how many because unless you like want to stop and count. But there are a mixture of gold pieces, silver pieces, and copper pieces in the pouch.
I'll make a note of that pouch
Mm-hmm.
with
Coins.
coins. That's right.
Again, as you're like pulling the crossbow bolt out of the bugbear that was shot, you also notice that there is a pouch similar to the one that Grot is looking at.
I might as well grab it.
Okay. Also in it is a mixture of gold pieces, silver pieces, and copper pieces as well.
Count them later.
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna grab that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You grab that. Grot, you grab that as well.
I'll in passing, I'm going to drink the beer.
Okay.
Like on the way out, and just kind of like hold it. Like I'll be sauntering up to the broken door of my.
If it was
handiwork.
Duncan, he would probably spit it out, but you're a half orc, so
I'm fine.
He's drinking it like
I'll allow it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know.
I'm drinking and belching and walking up to the broken door of my handiwork of the broken door, like, hey, what's going on, guys?
Smash the door in. Yes. Okay, Duncan, you're about here. Now then, let's see. As for our spell duel that's over here, Lupo, you are the only one that can see this because Gray is still sort of recovering here. You notice that this guy, whoever this dude is rummaging through what look like some papers on this desk that's over here and is pulling out some stuff. What looks like, I don't know, trinkets. A box of some sorts comes out onto the desk, and he's scrambling around for stuff that's on the desk or in the desk right now. You see this. Nobody else does.
Okay, so my first move is to call it out. Like I'm shouting at everyone else that he's behind the desk and he's digging for something.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also trying to like pull Gray to the side because I know he's badly, like he's toasty right now. So
yeah. Okay, so you call that out to everybody else.
Oh, he's digging for something.
Yeah. All right. It looks like as if he's like putting something onto his hands as well.
Oh, he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. Nice.
Yeah. Well, not quite that. It's not a gauntlet. All right.
Could be trying to go invisible.
So, Lupo, you call that out. You have one more action? Do you want to do anything else, or are you just going to try to nurse Gray here for a minute? Because Gray got pretty toasty.
Do I got something I can chuck at him? Can I like throw my hammer at him to try to like interrupt his rummage?
You could throw a hammer at him. It's 10, 20, 30. Yeah, 30 feet. You could.
Clock him upside the head.
The other thing, yeah, well, you could do
got a ranged weapon like a bow? Aldemar.
What else could you throw?
Gray at him.
Yeah.
No, it's Lupo's turn. Lupo's got an action. What do you want to do, Lupo? Come on, you'll figure it out.
Let's see.
Do it. Make it up.
You know, I have that lantern, and you mentioned that I have to put fuel in it. Can I throw some lantern oil at him?
Look at your inventory. What do you have in your inventory?
Let me pull it up. I had it here just a second.
Molotov cocktail. Mountain Dew cocktail.
Let's see if he figures it out.
I've got vials of Medusa blood, it looks like.
You have two of them, actually.
What can I use that for?
Isn't that acidic?
Can I chuck a vial of Medusa blood at him?
I'm sorry, what?
Try it. Do it.
Will that work? Someone said
Do
it was acidic.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to sacrifice a single vial.
Okay. 10, 20, 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, you could go right ahead. Why not?
Give him the old knuckleball.
Roll high.
Roll high is all I can say. So you grab that vial and put it in your hands.
Roll them dice.
Roll it, monkey boy.
I got a 16.
Good enough. All right. Good enough to, let's just say, hit the table in front and splash onto this guy back right here.
Nice.
Okay. So, oh man, this is going to be good. This is the first time you guys have used this, and the properties are quite entertaining to say the least. All right. So I'll roll the initial. So you got splash damage. First of all, whatever was on the table is now being corroded by this acidic black blood.
Oh man!
And our good friend. All right, so you can hear him go. You can hear him kind of cry out as the splash splashes up onto him.
Can we, because of the silence?
He reels back. Yes, you actually do hear it.
Ah,
yeah. So he kind of reels back here, and he's kind of trying to get the stuff off of him. Mm-hmm. And you notice he's kind of like writhing a little bit on, maybe a little bit more than like acid would necessarily do damage to a person. Mm-hmm. So he's definitely incapacitated at this point, but certainly not dead. Just like he's definitely like stunned of some, I guess for lack of a better term, stunned and trying to get this stuff off of him. And Lupo, you managed to do about 12 points of damage to this guy. Well done. Well done. Play of the day.
Good job.
Let's go with play of the day. All right. So you did a good.
When in doubt, act.
Okay. Okay. So you're down to. So that's you had 2 vials. You're down to 1 vial now too. Okay.
We got to get more of that.
And you got to be careful of that shit because it splashes. So he is at. Okay. All right. So let's see. Next in line, Aldemar, you're behind Lupo right here, and you see what just happened. I should also point out the fact that when the vial hits the table and hits the guy, it releases gas as well. So there is sort of a black mist that's just now kind of exploded onto the table as well.
Lovely.
So
it's Wuhan all over again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Does it block my vision of the guy?
Yeah, definitely obscured. You can fire to where he was.
Yeah.
Right now, you still have your longsword in your hands. So
right. I was thinking about pulling out a bow, but I'm like, yeah, I don't want to hit the wrong person or something else.
So there's no one in there to hit. You could worst case scenario, you miss.
Yeah, that's true. So where, what's the range of visibility?
I mean, you can see you just saw what Lupo just did. So remember tokens are just like sort of placeholders. You can walk around.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the room.
Visibility right now is just a big puff of like black smoke, or what looks like a black mist or some kind of.
I'm gonna stand next to Gray, and kind of just. I'm not gonna do any. I'm going to slowly put my sword away and reach for my bow and arrow.
Okay, so you're going to grab that. Good. Blodgett, you're up. What are you doing?
Well.
Okay, Diaz, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was going to say to rush him, but now all that black stuff's in there.
Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, now you guys are beginning to smell this too. So
toss a lit torch in there and shut the fucking door.
It is like chemical warfare coming out of the.
Toss a match in there and shut the door.
I guess I'm just gonna go in the room where the bugbears were and heal up a little bit.
Okay.
To cure.
From the magic missile hits. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Grat need healing too. Grat bad.
Yeah, Grat could use some healing as well because he took. How much did you take? You took 8 points.
A lot. I'm down to 28 from 62.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. All right. So Grat could use some healing. Duncan, what are you gonna do? Duncan has just pulled the crossbow.
Yeah, bolt. I was gonna walk out and grab the actual crossbow I set down in the
In the hallway? Yeah.
The hallway. But I would like to also just close the door and leave the guy in there with the noxious gas.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
Okay. Yeah, you could reach in to do so if you wanted to. So, what do you want to do first? Are you going to grab the crossbow, or
I'll close the door first? I think that's
the
more
guy.
urgent. Yeah, let's leave him in there and hot box.
All right, roll me a d20 as you're reaching for the door.
That's a 4.
Okay. You can't reach for the door because it's so noxious. Your eyes start watering and you start coughing.
Okay.
As you're reaching in for the door, reaching in to get it. Okay. So it's like mace, let's just say, to you. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's like pepper spray, right? So it's really difficult for you to like sort of even focus or concentrate on what's going on. Because your eyes start to water and you're coughing at this stuff, but you're kind of reaching and fumbling around for where the door was, anyways.
All right.
Well, all right. I'm going to push Gray back up here. All right. Let's see. Rothas. Rothas will come up here and try to get a better look into that place, but now Duncan's there. Okay, Blodgett, I'll come back to you. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm obviously
now Tias, let's go to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm obviously not going into the room, so I'm going to stay back. I'm tempted to use my sling on him, but I only have a few bullets left, so I don't want to waste those when I might need them later. So I'm just gonna maybe move further up the hallway past Aldemar and Gray and start listening to those doors in case something is hearing or smelling all of this. That way, if nothing else, I can give a warning to the rest of the party.
Which way do you want to go?
Up past Aldemar and Gray.
Oh, I'll put you up this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there are 2 more doors up here. Just
yeah.
And you guys have been making a hell of a ruckus up to this point. So
yeah, I'm worried something's getting ready to come out of it.
Yeah. So
something woofy.
You're right there. All right, DS. What do you want to do? You're healing yourself, or are you going to heal Grot? Give me what are your commands?
Let me see. I'm gonna heal myself. Can I give Grot a potion though?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna give him a potion of extra healing, and when I healed myself, I only got 2 hit points.
Okay,
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and you need the extra healing, don't you? What do we got for extra healing? What is the? I really need to get like the app for like the first ed or second AD&D spells. Have them like all day long for like third, 3.5 through 5. But I finding one for I need to find an app for that. What is extra healing? Extra healing. You have the extra healing there, Jesse?
Yes, that was the one you gave me.
Oh, that I gave to you. That's right. Let me look it up here right quick. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. That's a cleric spell. Okay. There we go. Here, I'll just roll it for you here. All right, so that's 1, and that's very good. You just got 15 points of hit points back, Grot. I presume you drink the whole thing, correct?
I do. I'm going to quaff the entire.
Okay. In that case, you get
15, huh?
You got 15 hit points back from that.
Okay.
And that will clear out that, so you can mark that one off. So your new best friend, DS, just gave you a healing potion.
I'm up to 43.
Yeah.
Thank you, new best friend.
Parched and hungry.
So DS, that was you just all you did was hand him a potion. You still got an extra action if you want.
What was that? The cure that I already did, or no?
Are you doing the cure on yourself?
Yeah. I just got 2 hit points.
Okay, so that'll tap you out. Okay. All right. Aldemar, you're there. You've got your bow and you've sheathed your longsword, and now you have a 1 arrow knocked. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna fire it
Okay. Where?
at that bugger behind the table.
Okay. Well, you can't really see him because he's he's sort of shrouded.
I'm gonna roll for perception.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yes. Hold on.
All right.
I'm gonna get a shirt with that on it just for you.
18.
Okay. You see? Here's what you perceive. A large black cloud of gas. In front of you.
Oh,
Oh Christ.
Sure.
I'm attacking the darkness.
I'll tell you what, Aldemar. You can blind fire if you'd like.
yeah, why not?
Do it.
You're not going to hit Duncan. He's okay. He'll get hit. He won't.
I'm fine.
Clearly, he won't get hit.
Some of you may die.
All right. Roll a d20, please.
16.
I can't believe it. 20. Okay. Flies past. Okay,
With
so
a friend and friendly fire.
you miss Duncan as he's trying to pull the door closed. Since he's struggling to get it, I'll allow it. The arrow flies through, and it flies into the haze, the black haze that's through in here, and you don't hear anything as it goes through. You don't know if you shot anything.
I don't get to roll for.
You think you might have. It was a good shot if you knew where you were shooting.
Can I roll a d6?
Well done. For what? For perception?
Perception.
I want to perceive if I am or not.
Perceive.
I want to fire magic.
Perception.
No magic for you. You just get to.
I'm attacking the darkness.
That's what you get to do. All right,
There's any
Duncan.
girls there. I want to.
You're kind of I don't say hands and knees, but you're kind of like
Whoa.
crouched over, grabbing for the door. And as you're noticing that the haze is starting to dissipate from where you're at, and it's less intense right now. So it seems to be clearing or dying down, anyways.
Okay. I'm going to recover my. I'm going to go back to my original plan and recover my crossbow.
Okay.
Load that.
Okay, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, Lupo, what are you doing, my friend? You are seeing that as the room is starting to clear, this gas or whatever is sort of like dying down at this point. And actually, Lupo, roll me a d20. Roll a perception check.
14.
All right. You don't see the guy anymore.
Can I take, since you said the lantern is on like a 5-foot pole, can I like edge the lantern into the room to see if,
You can edge all you'd like, Lupo.
just to see if it'll either ignite the gas or illuminate the room?
Okay. There's already illumination in the room. There's it's lit from the walls. There are oil lanterns on the walls already, but you look and kind of peer into the room.
Well, just to like
And-
provide like sight through the black clouds.
Okay, so the black cloud is kind of it's dissipating, let's just say. And where the vial of Medusa's blood hit on the desk, it's kind of like a splash that would splash this away. You can see. So there is what looks like a black scoring or whatever. It's like as if you took like black India ink and it's all splashed along this side of the desk right here. And right below everything that's right for this chair, this square right here, most of this square right here is covered in this black inky substance. And you don't see the guy anymore, or what was left of the guy anymore, but you do see what looks like a very large black kind of blob that's right here on the flagstone there. From what you can see, you're the only one that can see this. Duncan is busy reloading his shotgun.
Jesus. It's like
I'm gonna call out to everyone else, guys. I think he's dead.
Battery's invisible.
Well, from actually, you know what? I'm gonna get dramatic here. Hang on. Let me get this. So right about, let me see if I can do this. So right about here is where all of the black inky stuff was.
It was pretty inky.
So that's where it hit right about here, and it shot right over to right about there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And so actually, let me back this off a little bit. So that's where the blast would be, if you guys can see that.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Back that down a little bit. Yeah, you guys can. Okay. And then underneath all of that is what looks like, here, let me put another bit here. Right in this area right here is
that's the body.
Looks like some kind of goo, like a pot, like a blob of black goo is right here. Damn. So that's that. Well done, Lupo. I think that's what you see.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
And that's what you're seeing right here. Is you're kind of like plugging your light into the room.
Mm.
All right,
Let's
so
go scoop him up and put him back in the vial.
That's you. That's
right.
that's that. So Lupo leans over his shoulder and goes, "I think he's dead." Very loudly, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. Gray is casting some sort of healing spell on himself so he can get back up to speed. Blodgett, what are you doing up there?
I am watching the doors and listening for anyone coming out of there. I do have
any particular door. They are about 20 feet across. So
I'm kind of in the middle, keeping an eye on both.
Okay.
Sword in one hand, dagger in the other.
From your vantage point, you do not hear anything, and the doors have not rustled or anything.
Okay.
No jimmies have been rustled. So
okay.
Alrighty. Let's go to DS now. You're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I think it's safe to go into that room where the guy turned into a pile of goo?
Roll me a d20.
Perception.
On your intelligence.
Of 3.
3. Well, fortunately, you have a 16 intelligence, and that does actually pass the intelligence test.
True.
You wanted to roll low. Yes. Well, your intelligence and wisdom combined, you say, well, it's dissipated. You're curious, put it that way.
Okay. I know that he was casting things, so I'm. Can I approach slowly in there to see if I get the sense, like the whiff?
Okay. Well, Lupo's right there with the staff of light, the bullseye lantern, poking it in there, and you hear him saying that I think he's dead.
Echoing down the corridor.
Dead.
Are my eyes watering?
That's Lupo. Sorry, DS. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Are my eyes watering a bit?
No. Whatever was affecting Duncan has now sort of dissipated.
I'm gonna.
Let's just say that Medusa blood is highly caustic. So. You notice the same thing that Lupo does right now. You see this big black scoring, like this splash right here. It looks as if somebody took India ink and splashed it all across. And from what you can see under the desk, you can see what looks like some sort of blob that is underneath the desk, near the chair and the desk itself.
I'm gonna go on the north side of that room. Can I do that? And then kind of ravage through some things. Since this guy was a spellcaster, do I find anything?
You just want to go up towards this area? Yeah. Okay, there's a bookcase right there, by the way. I should probably erase it. There's a bookcase. And there's a bookcase? Is that what it was? Ah, here we go. You notice that the room has a simple bed, and what you're looking at right now in the bookcase is really a scroll rack. Okay, there are papers and ink on top of it. There are scrolls that are inserted into this. What you thought was a bookcase is a scroll rack. Okay. And let's see. So, and there's dozens of these things. Then they're in like kind of like individual little holes, little cubby holes right there. Yeah. Other than that, from what you can see, you can't really tell what's going on down here. I mean, there was some sort of papers and some what looks like let's see, what was on? Well, there's actually writing utensils and stuff that are on this side over here as well, but you can't really tell much else because it's all covered in black goo and stuff. This is all scrolls that are in this rack right here.
I'm going to go through the scrolls. So I find magical ones.
Okay, so you're going to go root through those scrolls.
Yep.
Okay. You'll notice that there's also some on this side as well, here and here. So there's some sort of scroll room of some sorts. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use my time just to go through them.
Okay, so you start filching through those things. Let's see, Duncan. Actually, no. Let's go. Blodgett, you don't hear. Are you sticking around up there?
Yes, because someone's got to keep an eye on that with all the racket we've been making.
All right, Aldemar, what are you doing? Actually, wait, Grot. I'm sorry, Grot. What are you doing?
Grot forgetting a lot. So Grot finishes eating his cheese. He casts away the wooden flagon, belches, and walks out into the hallway and says, and just says, "What gives? What going on?" Okay, so you kind of Lupo fills you in quietly on the situation.
So melted a guy.
So well done on melting silly spellcaster. What going on in the room? Where is elf friend Diaz?
You can see him from where. Well, actually, no, you can. Yeah, you can't see him actually. He's in the room. He's in the room.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna walk towards the north with Blodgett to just give him some backup.
Okay. All righty. All right. Actually, Duncan, you're next. You have reloaded the crossbow and you have it in hand.
I'm gonna walk into the room and just inspect the goo without getting too close. Is it moving?
Goo.
Roll me a d20.
18.
It is moving.
That's
what?
Alarming.
Yes.
Oh shit! It's a black pudding.
I'm gonna call that out and say,
"Don't cost me."
Right. The pudding is moving.
The pudding. You put the pudding in this.
Okay.
How can you have any pudding
this out?
Beef?
As you're calling this out, it is moving alarmingly fast at you, and is just about to your feet as you're seeing this.
I'm backing out.
All right. Roll me a d20 on your dexterity.
18 again.
Greg can eat it.
Okay, you managed to pull your foot away just in time, and it is the black ooze. I'm not saying it's a pudding. The black ooze moves to where's that? Where's it?
It's the pudding.
Well, that's the blast one. This is the pudding. Here's whatever it is. That's the blast.
Pudding. The pudding.
Give me that one.
We're gonna call it a pudding.
This one. There we go.
Oh Jesus!
Actually, let me lock this.
It's the BC.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll lock. Okay, so this is right there.
I noticed this, right?
Alarmingly fast.
That's great.
Okay, so it's
Shut
there.
The door.
Kind of like shuddering and kind of like.
We need to get out of here.
Did you tell them?
I break out the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to burn
Fireball.
it. Burn it off.
Aldemar,
sight from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
You see Duncan like call back saying something about pudding.
You hungry?
Hungry. What?
Greg hungry. Did someone say pudding?
Aldemar, you're up. What do you do? There's Duncan. You see he's kind of trying to get away from something on the ground.
I'm just gonna stay right where I am.
Okay.
I ain't moving.
Okay, you're trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. Rothos is going to move on this side. Gray is still trying to heal himself from that flame strike. Lupo, what are you going to do? You see this large mass of a black, blob coming after Duncan.
Can I try to like shimmy around it to get to the table, assuming it's fixated on Duncan?
You can try. Give me roll me a d20.
12.
Yeah, good. Fairly enough. I mean, you can go up where Diaz is if you want, safely enough. It seems like safely enough.
All right, I want to see if I can inspect those papers that are on what's left of the papers on the table.
Okay. So I'll put you over here. All right. As you're doing this, you see this blob is still moving. It seems to be moving slowly. Duncan, I'm going to back you up just a touch, but it's staying. Oops. Yeah, there we go. It's right about there. Diaz, now you kind of look over your shoulder and see what's going on here. There is a large mass of like a black blob-like substance that is on the ground. And it's kind of shuddering and like jelly, like a black jello. Black jello is coming after you.
Well, I don't really like black jello, so I'm just going to take a handful of the scrolls and just rush out of the room.
Okay. All right. As you are doing this, the jello expands.
Oh shit! Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. So you're going to make a move this way, and as you do, Duncan, Diaz, and Lupo, roll me a d20, please.
Oh Christ!
Got a 10.
Okay. Got a 10.
Yes, sir.
5. Lupo. Lupo got a 5.
No, Duncan got a 5. Lupo got a 10.
I got a 10, yeah.
DS, what'd you get?
19.
19. All right. So, DS, you managed to just slip by around the side here as Duncan and Lupo are grabbed by.
Oh, shit.
Many.
The pudding.
And Lupo, 2. Okay, Duncan, you have what look like kind of like pseudopods shoot out of the black pudding and wrap themselves around your leg.
You're gonna get date raped.
So Duncan, you have 3 wrapped onto you. Lupo, you have 2 wrapped onto your legs as well. And now Lupo, of course, freaks out.
I've seen it tie to know how this ends.
Okay. So Duncan, now I need you to roll me another d20, and Lupo, I need you to roll me another d20.
Watch out for your cornhole.
All right, that's a natural 20.
I got 19.
Okay, so Duncan, you don't take any damage. Lupo, you take 1 point of burn damage because it feels like it's kind of like burning and itching into your, let's say, calf right now. So you took 1 point of damage from a caustic tentacle that's wrapped around your legs at this point. Diaz, you see all of this happy going as you're kind of like working your way out of the room. You notice that the scrolls that you have in hand right now are manifests or receipts, or there's some bill of sales kind of things that are on there. They are financial records of some sort that you can sort of make out. You also see what look like slave manifests that are in there. And let's see. Oh, also you find what looks like a map of some sorts to where it's in the Drachenfels Mountains. You know where the location is, but there is a map included in those scrolls. Let's see. Oh, and so it displays the route to get to what looks like another location or another holding area for the slavers. Okay. And let's see. And as you're looking through them, a key tumbles out and onto the flagstones down in front of you. And the key looks as if it's got a silver pipe or a little whistle that's attached to the key that rattles down. It's on a small chain, and it falls out onto as you're kind of looking through all of these things. The key with the whistle on it tumbles out of the stack of scrolls that you have.
I'm just going to shove this like in my pouch or in the pocket.
Okay. So you've got that. Write that down.
Yep.
You'll need that.
So receipts, map of Dragonfell, new route for the slavers, basically, and a key with a silver.
You have some slave manifests as well, like names and locations and stuff, and who they're supposed to go to. So things to keep in mind. I mean, later on. Aldemar, Duncan is like, ah.
Aldemar's got to head out in a second, but I'm gonna stay away from the black thing.
You gonna move down here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you realize that Duncan and Lupa are now wrapped around with some sort of like pseudopods or like tentacles that have shot out of this black thing.
Do I become Venom after this?
Yeah. Yes.
Rothos needs to burn that thing.
Yep.
So.
Okay. So.
All right,
yeah. See ya.
All right. Catch you later.
Okay. So Aldemar's out. Okay. No problem. Blodgett, what do you want to do? Nothing's happening up there unless you want to make something happen.
No, I'm keeping an eye on that, but I'm also saying don't forget that mage might be invisible. He was trying to put some kind of ring or something on, so he could still be in the room.
Well, you could say that down the hall if you'd like.
Well, I'm telling Grot, so
Grot, pass it on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's true. Is there any way to how do we find? It's hard to find invisible, silly magic user.
No,
Well,
there's always detect magic or something like that. But
what going on in this room with what are we doing?
Let's put this up here too, just in case, because he's going to want to go. He'll be curious to look in this too.
Yeah.
All right.
Grat's just going to walk down to where you can see. That's all.
Okay. So you see Duncan is now wrapped up in looks like 3 tentacles shooting out of this black goo that's on the floor.
All right. Grat's going to light a torch.
Okay.
And then when I can, I'm going to go in and attack it with the torch.
Okay. All right. Good enough. Lupo, roll me a d20.
17.
17. All right. You managed to pull free from one of them, but the second one is still on you. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
What do you want to do, son?
Can I try to yank it off me if I grab it, or
You could continue to try to. I'm presuming you're trying to get away from this. It's really the only action left to you.
Because in his little like 15, 16-year-old mind, this is like mortifying to him. So
it's scary as hell is what it is. Like you never seen anything.
I'm gonna continue to try to get away.
Okay, so the fear kicks in. Roll me another d20.
12.
Okay, you managed to pull free from that one. So now you're back this far. Duncan, what do you want to do?
I have a dagger in my inventory. I'd like to use it to slash at one of the tentacles that are hanging on to me.
Okay, so you pull the dagger out. You still have the crossbow in your hands. So you can pull one out with your free hand and then slash or stab at it.
Okay.
Roll me a d20.
12.
Okay. You stab into it. You manage to free one of the tentacles from it, but you'll notice that when you stab it with the dagger, it starts to erode the dagger.
That's good to know.
So it starts to eat away at the dagger.
All right.
In fact,
I should probably drop the dagger.
Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna
burning
actually
it. Stop
do it.
burning
It actually starts to dissolve the metal of the dagger.
Okay, so I'm dropping the dagger.
Okay. All right. So and that's about all you can do. So you're still held fast by 2 of these little pseudopods here. Aldemar, we're just gonna push you over here. DS, what do you want to do?
Flame it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I do have a wand of fire, and how do the charges expand on this thing?
So you have 4
How
of
do
them.
I use them?
Just tell me you already know how to use it. I'm not going to make you like figure it out. You already know how to use it.
Yeah. So what does it do exactly?
It basically does a flame strike from it. It's
Okay.
like it's almost like it's sort of like a burning hand.
Okay. Is there a way I can like use it and shoot it past Duncan without hitting Duncan?
Be difficult.
Yeah.
He still has 2 of these things wrapped around him or on his legs. Anyways, he's trying to pull himself.
Well, look at it this way. If you burn
he's
Duncan,
taking burn damage, right? And he will take burn damage this time. So,
if Duncan's on
what
fire,
do you want to
maybe we'll
do?
go after.
I'm gonna ask Duncan, should I burn it? And I'm holding the staff up.
Okay, he's too preoccupied to answer you back right now. He's like, because it's burning his legs right now.
Shit.
Friendly fire is fine.
I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay, with flame.
I guess it's like it just comes straight out of it.
Yeah,
like
it's a straight.
line, right?
It's like it's however you want it to go. Really, you can make a cone or a straight line.
Dragons are a scorcher.
Time, mother effers. Fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in a straight line to try to avoid him.
Okay, try to avoid it. Roll me a d20. You're gonna do damage either way. Just roll me a d20.
Jesus.
All right. And 15.
Oh, congratulations! You didn't hit Duncan.
Oh.
All right. So the flame comes out of the wand or the rod of flame, and it strikes the blob. It seems to do some kind of damage to it, but the flame actually catches fire onto the blob itself. So now it's a flame. Yes.
Jesus.
And it does a bit of damage to it, but it's almost like applying fire to tar, I guess.
Does the tentacle like let go?
No, it still has Duncan right now, but you did some damage. You think you did some damage anyways, but it's on fire right now. It's not like a huge raging flame.
Smoldering?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. Let me see something here. Let's do Rothos here. Okay. Rothos casts a cone of cold on it. See if he can freeze it. Let's see. Now comes the fun part because he's a full up magic user, and he can have spell failure. No. Okay. So a cone of cold shoots from Rothos's fingers, and that's when it freezes up the black pudding thing that's in grabbing Duncan, and the tentacles get brittle, and then they kind of shatter off of Duncan.
Oh, okay.
It pulls him back right like that. So
cool.
Rothos had a brilliant idea. If fire doesn't work, maybe ice will.
Very unusual for Rothos, but
So,
thank you.
Yes. So it freezes it's just basically a cone of cold. So freezes the black goo that is right here and freezes it in place.
Nice. Shatter it like the
Could.
Terminator.
I got that hammer. I can just run up and just whap.
Yeah,
Duncan, what do you want to do?
I'm going to step away from the black goo. I'm not waiting for it to thaw.
Yeah. Well, now it seems to be frozen in place for where it's at.
That's fine. I don't need anything out of this room. I'm traumatized enough.
Lupo, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna look at the rest of the party by the door. And someone else go. It's your turn. I'm done with the black goop.
Okay. You want to get out or where you want to go?
I want to get out. Yeah.
Put you out here.
Someone else go.
All righty then. Grot, what do you want to do, Grot? You see all this happening in front of you.
Well, I'll extinguish my torch. I'll make sure
your torch is finally lit.
I'll make sure Benny's okay.
Benny's fine.
All right, cool.
And there he is. Okay.
Yeah. And let's. I'm going to shrug this all off because it's ridiculous. I'm going to head back towards Blodgett and make sure he's okay.
Blodgett is okay.
And Benjamin's not going. He's not sensing anything weird, is he?
No, he's just a little freaked out because you had to go into combat with him in your backpack because you didn't take him out before you did.
True. Sorry, Benny.
He's a little shook up. He's a little shook up.
You're a big badger. You'll survive.
Yeah. Okay. Duncan. Yeah, we're almost. We're almost at time, but Duncan, roll me a d20 before you exit the room.
That's a 3.
Oh boy.
All right.
Good.
All right. So you don't notice anything out of the ordinary, and you're right there. DS, roll me a d20.
Look for blood from the wounded mage.
12.
12?
Yes.
You notice in the frozen black goo that there is what looks like some sort of like armbands that are metal that haven't quite completely eroded. And there also looks like what might be a ring of some sort that is frozen into the goo.
Is that goo the thing?
That's tempting. Can I
imagine?
Can I try to crush it with my quarterstaff?
You can do this is AD&D. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right.
It's frozen.
No perception check necessary.
Speed till it breaks. Violence fixes everything.
Well, I assume it can't move right now.
It's frozen solid, courtesy of Rothas.
And crushing it is probably better than anything. So,
perhaps Gray could use his hammer on it.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, ask Gray the cleric to perhaps use his hammer to see if he can.
I'm going to tell the others there's something in there, useful items.
There's something shiny, guys. Who wants it?
All right, Gray gets Gray's not that stupid. He gets the picture. So Gray goes over there and he uses his hand, which by the way is a magic hammer. So let's
spear magic helmet.
Gray, I mean, he can't miss, so he smashes the. He takes a few times to hit it because he's not that strong, and shatters what's left of this frozen jello. It's in front of him, and there is what looks like 2 armbands, like some metallic armbands. Can't really. They're some sort of silver, and then there is a ring that is in the center of it. Everything else that was in there. You also find, by the way, Gray finds partial remnants of other things that were possibly something the guy that Lupo just killed was wearing at the time. But the only thing that managed to survive are these bracers and this one ring.
Yeah, Blodgett has a theory that the mage actually got turned into this thing because of the Medusa's blood, but unfortunately, Blodgett can't share that insight with anybody because he's watching the hallway.
Yes.
But if anyone talked to Blodgett, that's what Blodgett would put forward.
There's a lot of things that can happen with Medusa's blood, but this is one. So Gray kind of fishes out these the ring and these bracers out of what is now shattered icy goo.
Does Gray let me identify them?
Yeah, it brings them over to you.
Okay. Am I able to determine what they are?
Okay, so let's roll for the bracers first. Go ahead and roll for that D20, please. You and Rothas are the only ones that could figure this out. So
9.
9.
Oh.
They are magical in nature. Put it that way.
Okay.
Now roll for the ring.
14.
14 is also magical in nature as well, and likely has something to do with protection.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. I'm gonna put him on.
Okay. The bracers? Or everything?
I guess both. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Okay. The bracers are bracers of defense, armor class 4.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna help a lot.
I figured that out.
Okay.
Okay. The ring provides you some sort of protection, but you haven't figured out against what. So,
Okay.
and that will be for another time to discover.
Sweet.
All right. You can thank Lupo, who's right behind you.
The wizard got murked by a kid.
All right. So DSA, you've got bracers of defense that are armor class 4. So, and then Rothos is there also kind of filching through the scroll racks up here, trying to look at some stuff as well. All right. That'll be good for tonight. Hopefully we'll have everybody next time, but, let's see. Is there anything else we need to do bookkeeping wise? I think that's it.
And you have one quick question, and thank you, Hat and Clogs, for that $5 super chat.
Oh, we got a super chat. Holy shit!
Nice.
I know, right? It doesn't happen often. When it does,
Do you
it's
draw?
always
Yes, of course I draw. I do all the art for my band. I do lots of art for other things too.
There you go.
What software do I use? I use Procreate on my tablet, and I use Photoshop, and I use SketchUp Pro on my when I do anything on the computer. But usually I'm using my tablet, or I just draw something out and scan it. Glory to our robot overlords. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ned. Yeah, we need to call. We need a robot dog called Ned.
Absolutely. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Hat and Clogs.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right. So everyone who's watching now, who's stayed with us for this long, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, you guys rock, man.
Absolutely. And everyone who's listening later, thank you as well. This has been another Masculine Geek live stream Dungeons & Dragons session. And I think, TJ's not here to take us out. So, Rollo, if you don't...
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Keep your powder dry and your... Yeah.
Yes, just let me load my blunderbuss.
There you go.
Cheetos!
That's all you need, right? Okay, wait, here.
I want to do them!
That's right. There we go. Everyone, enjoy your evening. So we're going to go out with the music. Right. Those gods were indeed good today.